Hey guys, what's up? It's Lainey, and today I'm doing kind of something different that I've never done before on my channel, and that is a DIY, believe it or not, and I suck at arts and crafts. Right now we are in my office, and I wanted to switch around where my desk was. My desk used to be in front of my window. You've been following my channel for a while, you noticed that I used to have a tapestry behind me, and I wanted to move my desk to this side of the room, but I didn't think it looked right with the desk underneath it, so I decided that if I was gonna move my desk to the side of the wall, I needed to do something with the wall. So I decided to make something myself, and I've seen these done a lot on Pinterest and on Instagram, and I decided to try to do it myself. I honestly don't know what it's called. I was calling it like the book page wall thing when I was talking to my friends about it. So that's just what it's called. It's the book pages wall hanging, because I guess they're hanging. I clipped them. You can't really see it behind me because it's a little higher up. You'll basically kind of see how I did it. I'm not a DIY guru at all, so I probably didn't film it correctly, and if you have any questions about how I did it, just put it down below. But just know that I am very severely horrible at anything relating to do with decor. Putting stuff on walls. I had to use like a hammer and stuff, and I had to measure things. Surprisingly, it turned out pretty well. I did not expect it to turn out well at all. A little nod to one of my favorite authors. I decided to use all of the pages from the Falling Kingdoms books. So I had arcs of Falling Kingdoms and Gathering Darkness, and I also had an extra copy of Crystal Storm. So I decided to use those three books for the wall. So the bookish part of this is definitely some of my favorite scenes of the book are on the wall from those three books specifically. Death scenes, talking about magic. Of course, I have some Magneto scenes up on the wall. I did really like how it turned out, and I hope you guys enjoy this video.
So the tools you'll need for this project is you'll need some wire or string. You'll need a hammer and a tape measure to measure things and make sure everything's correct. You'll also need a pencil so you can mark stuff on your wall. You'll also need nails, or however you would like to stick your things to the wall. You can also use command strips, clips to clip the pages to the wire, scissors or arts and crafts knife, fairy lights to string around. Lastly, you'll need some books that you're comfortable with tearing pages out of. The first thing I'm doing here is that I'm just quickly measuring where my desk falls on the wall once I put it there, because I don't want to have my pages be too low where it's disrupting my desk view. Next, I'm measuring the first row that I'm going to be doing. I did 40 inches across, and I'm just using my pencil to mark where I want to put the nails. The next thing is obviously hammering the nails into the wall, or if you wanted to use command strips, you can do that as well. And then I wrapped the wire around the head of the nail so that there's a little bit of give, and it would be easy for me to unwind it and readjust if I didn't like where it was at. I gave the wire just a little bit of give from one nail to the next, but you don't want to have it super loose, because if you have it loose, then the natural weight of the clips and the paper will weigh it down. So if you have it a little bit tighter, then it will like gradually weigh it down, and it will be more natural with the dip, but don't like dip it first. The next thing I wanted to do was I wanted to cut out the pages I was using. I wasn't quite sure how many were going to be across, and I just didn't count correctly, so I ended up with more pages that I needed to cut out. While you can rip out the pages or you can cut them with a regular scissors, I preferred the arts and crafts knife because it was easier for me to control it, and the pages didn't really bend or crinkle when I was trying to cut it. Really nice, smooth process. Then I started hanging up the pages because I wanted to see what they would look like, and it'd be easier for me to do the second row. And that's what it looks like after the first row. So then after I had the pages of the first row up, it was much easier for me to figure out where I wanted to put the second nails. And I did the same thing again with the wire. I pretty much pulled it as much as I could with just giving it very, very limited give. Once I start clipping the pages, you can see the wire naturally pulling itself down from the weight. And that's what it looks like once I did all three rows. And then since this was going to be my new writing space, I wanted to set everything up so it looked perfect. I know there's that one section that doesn't have a string of lights, and that's just because I ran out of room and I was fine with it. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!